My name is Anna, and I am a very busy woman. Every day feels like a race, and sometimes I wonder how I finish everything. I live in a small apartment in the city with my husband and two children. I love them very much, but they keep me busy from morning until night. My alarm rings at 6 o'clock in the morning, and that is when my long day begins. I never hit the snooze button because I know I don't have time to waste. I get up quickly and go to the bathroom to wash my face and brush my teeth. After that, I go to the kitchen and start making breakfast for everyone. I always prepare something warm, like scrambled eggs or oatmeal, and I also make tea or coffee. My kids usually want toast with jam, and my husband likes eggs with vegetables. While the food is cooking, I check my phone to look at my emails and messages. Sometimes I even reply to work emails while stirring the oatmeal. After breakfast is ready, I call everyone to the table. We sit together for a few minutes and eat, but we are always in a hurry. When breakfast is finished, I clean the table, wash the dishes, and get the children ready for school. They are still young, so I help them with their clothes and their bags. My son always forgets his lunch, so I double check it every day. My daughter never likes what I choose for her, so she changes her outfit at least once. After a lot of talking and rushing, I finally take them to school. We walk because it's only a few blocks away. I kiss them goodbye and tell them to have a great day. Then I walk back home quickly. As soon as I return home, I change my clothes and get ready for work. I work from home as a graphic designer, and I have many projects every day. I turn on my laptop, open my design programs, and start working right away. I love my job because it lets me be creative, but the deadlines are always tight. Sometimes clients message me early in the morning with urgent changes, and I have to fix everything fast. I also have video meetings during the day, so I always have to look nice, even if I'm just at home. Around noon, I take a short break to eat lunch. I usually make something simple like a sandwich, salad, or soup. I eat quickly and check the time again. There is never enough time to rest. If I have a little extra time, I fold laundry or sweep the floor. After lunch, I go back to work and try to finish my designs. Sometimes I listen to music while working, and that helps me stay calm. Other times, I feel a little tired, but I drink tea to keep going. I always tell myself, just keep moving. In the afternoon, I stop working for a while to pick up my children from school. I bring snacks for them because they are always hungry. We walk home together and they tell me about their day. My daughter talks a lot about her friends, and my son always says something funny. When we get home, they take off their shoes, wash their hands, and sit down to do homework. I help them when they need it, especially with reading and math. I also check their school notes and prepare things for the next day. While the kids do their homework, I go back to my laptop and try to finish any work I didn't complete earlier. Sometimes I answer client calls while cooking dinner. Yes, I do both things at once. I chop vegetables with one hand and hold the phone in the other. My husband comes home in the evening, and I'm always happy to see him. He helps me set the table and talk to the children. We eat dinner together and talk about our day. Even though we are tired, it's nice to be together as a family. After dinner, I clean the kitchen again. There are always so many dishes to wash. Sometimes I feel like the dishes never end. I wipe the counters, sweep the floor, and check if we need to buy anything. Then it's time for the kids to take a bath and get ready for bed. They love story time, so I always read them something before they sleep. Some nights I fall asleep while reading because I'm so tired. But I always try to finish the story, even if my eyes are closing. The children smile and hug me, and I feel happy. When the children are finally asleep, I sit down for a few minutes to breathe. That is my quiet time. I sometimes drink chamomile tea and think about the day. But most days, I still have more work to do. I open my laptop again and finish emails or prepare things for the next day. Sometimes I write lists for tomorrow so I don't forget anything. I also check my calendar to see if there are appointments or meetings. I try to stay organized, but life is always full of surprises. I never know what will happen next. Before going to bed, I brush my teeth and wash my face. I look in the mirror and say, "You did your best today." That makes me feel a little better. I climb into bed next to my husband, who is usually already asleep. I close my eyes and think about my family, my work, and all the things I still have to do. My body feels tired, but my heart feels full. I know tomorrow will be busy again, but I also know I can handle it. I am a very busy woman, but I love my life. The next morning comes fast, and I wake up when the alarm rings at 6 again. I feel tired, but I get up right away because there is so much to do. I go to the bathroom, wash my face, and brush my teeth. The house is still quiet, and I enjoy these first few minutes alone. I walk to the kitchen and start making breakfast, like every day. I boil water for tea, make toast, and cut some fruit. My hands move quickly because I already know what everyone likes to eat. I try to make breakfast healthy and warm. Soon, I hear little feet running in the hallway. My children are awake, and now the day really begins. They sit at the table while I finish preparing the food. My husband joins us a few minutes later, and we all eat together. We talk about the weather, the school day, and what I have to do at work. After breakfast, I wash the dishes while the children get dressed. I pack their lunches and check their bags again. My son can never find his socks, and my daughter is always looking for her hairbrush. It's the same every morning. We leave the house a little later than usual, so we walk fast to school. I kiss the kids goodbye and hurry home. My workday starts with 2 meetings. I open my laptop, turn on the camera, and smile. I talk to my clients about designs, colors, and deadlines. I take notes and make a to-do list on my phone. When the meeting ends, I begin working on a new logo. It's a fun project, but it takes a lot of time and focus. I don't notice the time passing until my stomach starts to growl. It's already lunchtime. I go to the kitchen and make a quick salad with tomatoes, cucumbers, and eggs. While eating, I listen to an English podcast to improve my skills. I always try to learn something during lunch, even if I'm tired. After eating, I clean the table and take a short walk around the apartment. I stretch my arms and legs because sitting all day hurts my back. Then I sit down again and finish the rest of my work. My phone rings, and it's a client asking for changes in the design. I open the file and fix everything right away. Soon, it's time to pick up the children from school again. I put on my shoes, grab some snacks, and leave the house. The walk helps me relax a little, and I enjoy the fresh air. I wait at the school gate and smile when I see my children. They both talk at the same time, telling me funny stories about their teachers and friends. We walk home slowly, laughing and talking. When we get home, I tell them to wash their hands and take out their homework. I make tea for myself and sit next to them at the table. Homework time is not always easy. Sometimes they fight over pencils or get upset if they don't understand something. I try to stay calm and explain everything clearly. I also check their notebooks and sign some papers from school. At the same time, I check my phone for work messages. It feels like my brain is doing 3 things at once. After homework, the children play with their toys while I return to my computer. I quickly finish one last task before I start cooking dinner. Today, I make rice, chicken, and a vegetable soup. The smell fills the house. When my husband comes home, I feel a little better. We talk in the kitchen while I stir the soup and he cuts the bread. The kids set the table and we all sit down together. Dinner is loud, full of stories and jokes. My daughter spills her water and my son makes everyone laugh with a silly face. After dinner, we clean up the kitchen as a team. I wash the dishes, my husband dries them, and the kids wipe the table. I feel thankful for this help because I'm already thinking about what still needs to be done. After cleaning, it's time for the kids' bath. They take turns in the bathroom while I lay out their pajamas. They always want to play a little more before bed, but I tell them it's late. I help them brush their teeth, then read them a story in bed. Tonight, they want a book about animals. My voice is soft and slow as I read, and soon their eyes begin to close. I kiss them goodnight and turn off the light. I walk quietly out of the room and close the door behind me. Finally, the house is quiet again. I go to the living room and sit down on the couch. I take a deep breath and stretch my arms. My legs feel heavy, but I'm glad the day is almost over. I talk with my husband for a few minutes about our plans for tomorrow. We have a doctor's appointment for our son and some shopping to do. I write everything down in my planner. Then I check my work email one last time. There are 2 new messages, and I reply quickly. My eyes are tired, but I don't want to leave things unfinished. Before bed, I do one last thing. I walk around the house to turn off the lights and check that the doors are locked. I go to the bathroom to brush my teeth and wash my face. I put on my pajamas and crawl into bed. My husband is already asleep, breathing softly beside me. I look at the ceiling and think about the day. It was full of work, noise, and love. I feel proud of what I did, even if it wasn't perfect. I whisper to myself, "You did enough today." Then I close my eyes and fall asleep. The next morning starts again before I feel fully rested. I hear the alarm ring at 6 and I want to stay in bed, but I know I can't. I slowly sit up, stretch my arms, and remind myself that I can do this. I go to the bathroom and splash cold water on my face. The cold water helps me wake up faster. I brush my teeth and tie my hair back. Then I walk to the kitchen and begin my usual routine. I boil water for tea and start preparing breakfast. The house is still quiet for a few more minutes. As I'm putting bread in the toaster, I check my phone. There's a message from my client asking if I can finish something early. I answer politely and say I will do my best. I finish making breakfast and wake up the children. They are sleepy, but they smile when they smell the food. My husband walks in and gives me a kiss on the cheek. We all sit at the table and I enjoy this short time when we're together. It's always a little noisy, but I love hearing my children's laughter in the morning. After breakfast, I clean up fast and help the kids get dressed. Today, my daughter wants to wear a dress, but it's cold outside. I explain that she needs something warmer. My son can't find his shoes, and we spend 10 minutes looking for them. We finally leave the house and walk quickly to school. I say goodbye, hug them both, and walk back home. On the way, I think about everything I have to do today. I have 3 projects to finish, 1 online meeting, and I also need to go to the supermarket before lunch. Back at home, I change into comfortable clothes and sit at my desk. I open my laptop and check my emails. Then, I start working on a design for a new client. It takes a lot of time to get the colors and shapes just right. My phone rings and I answer a call from another client. She wants a small change in the logo I sent yesterday. I listen carefully, take notes, and promise to send a new version in 1 hour. I keep working and the time goes by fast. Before I know it, it's already noon. I grab my bag and walk to the supermarket near my building. I need milk, bread, vegetables, and some cleaning supplies. The store is busy, and I wait in line for 10 minutes. While standing there, I check my to-do list on my phone. I always try to stay organized because there is no time to waste. After paying, I carry the bags home and put everything in the kitchen. I quickly make a salad and eat it while answering a few emails. There's no time to relax. I wash my plate and return to my desk to finish work. In the afternoon, I leave home again to pick up the children. The sun is shining and the weather feels nice. The kids are excited and tell me about a project they are doing at school. My daughter is painting a picture of a tree, and my son is learning to write longer sentences. I feel proud when I hear them speak with joy and confidence. We stop at a small bakery on the way home and buy some fresh bread. At home, they change clothes and we sit down together to do homework. I make tea while they start writing. Helping with homework takes time and patience. Sometimes the kids get frustrated and don't want to keep going. I give them small breaks and try to make learning fun. My daughter draws flowers between her math problems, and my son asks many questions about grammar. After homework, they go to their room to play, and I start cooking dinner. I chop vegetables and cook some pasta with tomato sauce. I also prepare a small salad. While everything is cooking, I check my email again and reply to a few clients. I feel like I'm always doing 10 things at once. Dinner time is my favorite part of the day. We all sit together and talk while we eat. Tonight, my husband tells a funny story from work, and the kids laugh loudly. I smile and feel thankful for my family. After dinner, I clean the kitchen again and get the children ready for bed. They take a bath, brush their teeth, and choose a book for story time. We read about animals in the jungle, and they ask many questions. I answer every question with love, even though I'm feeling very tired. I kiss them and turn off the lights. I return to the living room and sit quietly for a few minutes. I close my eyes and take a deep breath. My husband asks if I'm okay, and I nod. Just tired, I say with a smile. I still need to check one more thing on my laptop. I sit down at the desk and work for another 30 minutes. When I finally close the computer, it's almost 10 o'clock. I prepare for bed, brush my teeth, and wash my face. I feel proud that I finished everything. It wasn't perfect, but I did my best, and that's enough. Lying in bed, I look around the room. It's dark and peaceful. My husband is already asleep beside me, and the children are resting in their rooms. I feel the weight of the day in my body, but I also feel joy in my heart. Every day is full of work, noise, love, and small moments of peace. I am a very busy woman, but I wouldn't change my life. I close my eyes and whisper to myself, "You are strong and you did a good job." Then I smile in the dark and fall into a deep, peaceful sleep.